Good night, ladies and gentlemen. So, how are you today? Um, I bet you all have a good day and a good night. All right. I want to say something that had lingered in my mind for quite some time. So, I've been playing Wild Rift and League of Legends in general for a couple of years now. So, I play a lot of roles, but the one that stuck to me and what I like. So of course assassin, right? In mid lane or assassin in general. But it's kind of hard to play that role compared to any other, and I want to talk about it. So welcome to my video. So let's clear our throat first. So all of you have been watching my video that I played in the past when my channel was still Indonesian rather than English. I always making an assassin video in general. But why do I stop making that kind of video? S- Uh, well, making that kind of video in general, well, I never actually stopped playing Wild Rift, and kind of for the first time, I hit Grandmaster in Wild Rift in solo, mind you, but I stopped playing Assassin a lot in general, not because I don't play them or I don't love them anymore, but because compared to any other role in the game, for an example, recently, like I make a Galio mid video using Aftershock, and for and the reason why I make that video is because Galio mainly is a tank in Wild Rift and can do things that an assassin can't, and simultaneously do what an assassin cannot or can't, or whatever you want to say. And at the same time, he can be an assassin himself if he really wanted to. And that's not really uh, that's not even justice to any other AP assassin in the game because he instantly kind of countered them all. For example, like Fizz, Katarina, and whatever, right? And that's why I wanna talk about tonight. It's because it's so hard to play that game and not not saying this like a couple of years now, Assassin have been really bad. And I'm not just talking about bad, but they are already hard to play. But then you just uh mash it up, and all of the tanks in Wild Rift can play Assassin now. And it's not fair to all of us Assassin lover or player having to deal with that, right? But I'm not gonna pretend I know everything. Maybe you thought otherwise. But probably the main reason, or the margin of error of Assassin, maybe is because to any other role, Assassin really doesn't get much attention from Riot Games themselves. And not to mention the higher your elo, the better people at Counter Assassin themselves. Yeah, sure, Lily attempted to buff some assassin to be viable, but any other assassin, like, let's just give an example, like Evelyn, no, and you can say kind of Talon, right? Talon in mid lane. It's so hard to play them. Like it's crazy to play just champion and feel good. You have to be perfect with them. But then that's a problem. That is There is champion like so safe to pick that you don't really need to play assassin anymore. Like Galio can just take a bunch of damage now, and then still deal the same amount of damage as an assassin. I don't know what's the difference between that, but of course that tank is built into a counter assassin in general. But they surely cannot be that strong too as an assassin damage, right? Like like for example here, like I'm playing Rengar pitch perfect in the early game. and I still lost compared to when I play Galio in support role. And it's been ages since I played that role with Galio. But I just win because of the Yordle trap, that item first. I rush. And then it gives Galio so much durability in damage and simultaneously buffing them. And like you don't get that kind of item anywhere. And that's what I wanna say is that Riot Games, please be mindful with your balancing. I'm not trying to be the almighty, the all-knowing one. Oh no. But those champions like Evelyn Z and Talon, like they are the icon of Assassin themselves. But for example, like they be buffing Fiego for a couple of years now. And he's not really that bad. Let's just be honest. Fiego is really good. But why do they
Okay, we
keep
gonna save them.
buffing them?
Can we?
Like Fiego can
Turn
just
off that.
touch you like
Yeah, I
three
do
autos
all I
now,
can.
and you can kill someone. And he
Yeah,
can
this
stack
thing has
Conqueror
some
in a
downtime.
matter of seconds. If you know what you're doing, I mean. But like let's look at this, okay? Let's see Rengar win rate in in my role in Grandmaster.
I
And
should
let's
stop and
look at Viego. Alright? Okay? Let's look at maybe a stable champion. Like Galio, for example. Let's see.
yeah, it's gonna run.
He's pretty stable. And then let's see Evelyn. And it's I'm not just talking about maybe Assassin. There's really a lot of champion now that they just have like Tryndamere. Tryndamere right now is so hard to play. Like he really hard. It's really hard to learn. And he might as well become
I don't
and
know.
the most harder the harder champion to play in the game because it's so hard to
Nice.
play him, not because that he wasn't a good champion, but because all of the champion just surpass him. That's crazy, Riot. Please just mindful with your what with your balancing sometimes. And of course there's a stable assassin, like maybe a couple of skirmisher like Ione and Yasuo. But let's just say they be buffing them like crazy, but they just stopping for last month. Okay, and and it's not it's not right too that they really
Okay, sun right.
buffing
Fuck it.
marksmen and then nerfing them and then giving them all of the attention. Like it's not fair, Riot. Like a couple marksmen now can just play mid lane and surpassing a couple of mid laners in some
Nice.
cases. We don't want that. They got their own lane. What the hell? Come on, Riot. I mean, let's just look at this.
Oh shit.
Like a couple months ago, they have the marksman adjustment, right? Where a couple of
Nice, nice.
champions
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
buff, a couple kept getting adjustment, and mostly are
We're gonna
marksmen.
make vision.
I think that's when the Aurora shortly released. Yeah, right. And I already make a video about that. Well, it's not really
Nice.
that good
So you
video,
just
but
wanna go in?
I'm
Alright then,
trying.
let's
I'm
go.
trying. But what I'm trying to say is that
Get the
they're
fuck out
not
of the way.
hiding it anymore. They're not. They're really not. And I hate
Nice,
to
nice.
say
That is
this, but
beautiful.
I really want
That is
this game to
beautiful.
be a good game again.
Beautiful.
And that's not the
Want to
way
be
that
turned
they should do it.
upside down.
That what I mean when they're not hiding it anymore is that they just don't care about balancing their games anymore. And I hate that. I I it I I I truly hate that. You know, like couple of champions now just downright broken than any other, and they do nothing about it. That's crazy. That's crazy balancing, Riot. Come on. And then there's a champion that what I'm playing, like here, Rengar. He's so hard to play that you have to be maining him in order to win with him consistently. Well, you don't really have to do that with Viego, or maybe Yone, or maybe Yasuo. Not because Rengar wasn't a good champion, but because they just, you know, buffing those champions without really seeing the effect on the solo queue. I mean, like, come on. You don't really have to go that far. In high elo, if people don't ban Viego, don't ban champion like, oh yeah, maybe like Fiora too. Like, oh no, not Fiora. Maybe let's just be mindful here. Let's just say we say Kha'Zix, right? Kha'Zix is so good now that it's almost silly to play Rengar now. It's not because that Rengar wasn't really good against Kha'Zix, but the number is just speak for itself. It's crazy. His scaling is so fucking crazy now that Rengar just watching him like, how the hell am I gonna beat that guy? And uh yeah, that's all I want to talk about. And it's not helping that they just buffing random champions without addressing the main problem of the game. And I'm not gonna talk about the problem in solo queue because it's already a problem itself, and a lot of people are already covering it, right? And you know what? Let me let me hear your thoughts in the comment section, and then I'll see you guys on my next video. And hopefully, they will be addressing this kind of issue. And yeah, I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.